All right, yo. What's up, everyone? How we doing? Last break of the night. Break 2109. This is 2024 Panini Stars and Stripes Baseball Dual Hobby Case 40-box player break. We're all good to go on it. Thanks again, everyone, for grabbing some spots and filling this one out. Appreciate y'all. Let's see if I can get these boxes out smoothly. It was a little tough the first two times around. First time was rough. Second time not as bad. Let's see if third time's the charm. All right. I can already feel that the answer is no. Woo! Yeah, that's gonna be a no. That's gonna be a no. Let's get everything out. We'll rearrange. Three, four, five, and five. And then we'll show it off that we have all 20 of our boxes. Alright. So for the eBay side, that's 5, 5, 5, and 5. It's 20. For our YouTube side, 5, 5, 5, 5. 20. Whoa. There we go. Let's set this back up in its regular spot, and we'll get started. Box one, thanks again, y'all. Good luck. We'll start off with some gold. Dion Roundtree, 9 out of 10. Gold Ink, Luke Stevenson on the patch auto. Trent Groundlinger. Braden Yaksa. Josh Hammond, that's 18 out of 199. Chase Cotton. Jordan Kurz. And silhouettes of Will Brick. That is 181 out of 199 on the brick. Nice silhouettes patch auto. Who's everybody got? This is on stack as well, actually. Oh, I do need these. I'm dumb. Dion Roundtree on the gold at 10. Nice. Put these here, actually. Charlie Condon. Nice. Let's get some CC. Little alumni. Good luck, D. On the blue, CJ Weinstein, 9 out of 13. Bradfield Jr., RJ Austin, and a bunch of young prospects. Nice, good luck. Joey Volchko on the gold ink. Alex Harrington, Ethan Wheeler, Miller Green, 49 out of 199. Nice. Carter Schaus, Jack Woda, and Meriden Leffin. Good luck here. Let's put these here. No, just go right here. Good spot. Nothing too low number, just to the 199s on the patch autos so far. Lowest numbered card last time was to 3. On an auto, at least on a patch auto. We did get a 101 last time. That was pretty sick. Kevin Robert Jr. But I want a 101 on an auto. 3. Yodokas Quevedo. That's 10 out of 50. There we go. Devin Taylor, 22 out of 25. Nice 3-color patch and auto. Red ink auto, too. Slater De Bruyne. Cooper Rummel. Another Yodokas. Cole Dunlap, nice. Nice over the Dunlap spot. KJ White. And Tyler Canast. There we go. Nice lowest numbered patch auto so far. A couple nice names. Nice shots out the Dunlap spot. Very cool. Cool Dunlap right there. Yodelkis double dipping in box 3. Nice. There's that sick Devin Taylor, 22 out of 25. Very nice there. Cooper Consiglio, 21 out of 50. Ooh, there we go, man. Justin LeBron, 1 of 1. Little bit of the Panini patch on there. That is sick. Just what we were looking for, man. That is so cool. LeBron. So sick. We'll put that one all the way to the side, show it off at the end. Eric Becker on the silhouettes. That's 197 out of 199. Dylan Wood. Lawson McLeod. 181 out of 199. Kason Fletcher, excuse me. Lucas Weevil. And Rocco Maniscalco. Nice. There we go. Finally got our first 101 patch auto out the way. It's a sick one, too. Box 5. There is our Kaboom. Really nice first stack of 5. So here's how we'll do this. We'll just grab our cards from the end. So we'll go patch autos first, starting off with Wilson Anderson. Kyler McCage. Colton Christman. Jamal George. That's 51 out of 199. One more, Ethan Wheeler. Nice 22 out of 25 of Ethan Bingaman. Nice hit right there. And we'll go like this. There we go. And one more. Dean Curley. Nice one there on the silhouettes. That's 38 out of 199. Good box. It's only going to get better with our Kaboom. Good luck. We'll go top to bottom. For the right-hand pitcher, Tyler Brenmer. Nice hit for the Bremner spot. Our first kaboom of the break. Congrats to the Bremner spot. Kaboom. Out of box number 5. Nice curly hit as well. His first of the break. Nice Bingaman out of 25. His first of the break as well. 25. Ethan Wheeler double dipping. And McCage, nice. All right, box 6. All right, Andrew Getty, 5 out of 50. Golding of Henry Ford, nice one there. His first of the break. There's R.J. Austin. Here, Kia. R.J. Austin Jr. One more Dylan Wood. Tucker Long. Nice. Shout out to the Tucker Long spot. Cooper Collins. Jacob Seaman, 94 out of 199. And Sammy Swank. Nice Tucker Long patch auto. Very nice. R.J. Austin Jr. for you. Grab some more of these. 1 down, 13 to go. All right, that's what I'm talking about, man. Appreciate grabbing 14 spots, dude. Let's see how many we can really get here. There we go. Box 7. Kyle Johnson, 46 out of 50. Nice Tyler Brenmer again. Gold ink on the silhouettes. That's 12 out of 50. Nice first case for him. Trent Grindlinger. Austin Weiss. John Stowers. Dylan Loy. Luis Rodriguez. Nice Tucker Biven on the silhouettes. 180 out of 199. It is cool that, you know, this is the 3rd case that we've done so far of this, and we're still grabbing new names. You know, we want to try to grab as many hits for as many spots as possible. It's not always doable, unfortunately, but we do want to try. The very least we can do is try, folks. Brenner spot doing well, though. That's one of the silhouettes, 12 out of 50. Good spot. Let's grab some more Hondos. You know, we ripped a few of last year's set. I don't really remember a whole lot of it, but, you know, I look back. I think the one thing I do miss is just like the patch cards. Because you were getting some really awesome patches from those. A lot of sponsors. A lot of really nice, like 3, 4, 5 colored patches. That part was cool, but, you know, if it's going to be just autos and patch autos, like, I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. All meat. No filler. That's how we like our products here. Alton Davis II, 17 out of 50. Gavin Grahovic, nice gold ink silhouettes. 7 out of 125. Nice one. Tyler Spangler, another nice one. Danny Dickinson on the silhouettes. 91 out of 199. Hunter Watson, another nice one. 12 out of 199 on the silhouettes. Camden Bohm. Love the 10 on the top right there, kid. Some nice detail. Joshua Janichelli, excuse me. Nice for the Janichelli spot. And one more Tucker Biven. Yeah, but, you know, if we're going to sacrifice the base cards to, you know, kind of sweeten, it's really just, you know, the 7 patch autos. It's not too bad. But, yeah, I did like a lot of the... I do miss the patches. I can't front. The patches were really sick. If you were pulling, like, you know... I mean, I'm sure, like, it probably is not, like, their actual gamers, but, you know, you're pulling gloves, batting gloves, pieces of the hat, the helmet, like, that part's pretty cool, especially since it's all game used too. But, you know, if I'm maybe I'm just like, I'm old school, but I was a 15, 16-year-old. I was not giving up my Mizuno. I loved my gamer. That thing was awesome. So I could see how kids were like, I don't want to give up my stuff. I totally get that. Batting gloves, excuse me. Batting gloves I would give up though, because I like having fresh gloves. Our first red. Nice Ethan Bass. 22 out of 30. Another Luke Stevenson on the gold ink. Quentin Young. Cooper Rummel. Matthew Mathias. Ethan Armbruster on the silhouettes. That's 138 out of 199. Another Luis Rodriguez. And Tegan Scott. Yeah, I still keep that thing in, you know, it's still my baseball bag. I don't use it anymore. Maybe I can make it my slow pitch softball bag, you know. So the slow pitch softball bag.
All right.
We should all start a beer league. Why not, right? We'll just all meet up one day. Breaks and takes beer league day. That'd be kind of sweet. Nice gold ink there on the Luke Stevenson one more time. It's sick. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's, you know. Let's look it out there. Let's look it active, you know. Still swing the bat. I mean, that's like the one thing I really was thinking about the other day. I was like, man, I just miss playing catch. I miss throwing. Like, once you reach a certain age, it's just hard to find, like, you know, like hey, well, you wanna maybe throw? I'm like, no, man, my back hurts just from like a night of sleep. I don't want to throw. 23 out of 30, Jackson Coffee on the red. Fiend, nice Gavin Fiend on the gold ink, very nice. Little patch auto there. Anthony Murphy, first time we pull that one. Coleman Borthwick. Stephen Milan, another first one, 89 out of 199. Dexter McClown Jr. Kyle Walker, 25 out of 199. And Tyson Moore. Dude, I still don't understand how they make the wiffle balls move like that. Same with the John Boy dudes. What do they call it there? Blitzball? I just don't understand how you do that. I would be mad at myself. I would not do well, and I would give up, and I'd be mad thinking that I should be good at this off-red. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't be playing softball. I'm not trying to kill everybody's vibe. I'm too competitive for my own good. Alright, that was box 10. First half of the case done. Pretty nice case so far. Some nice names. Really nice Kaboom. Really nice 101 as well. What? Sometimes these aren't made to fit into the 130, so let me get the first thing of 180s. Fiend. It's a nice one too. Yeah, it's throwing it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. My brain just can't comprehend it. All right, second half of the case action movie is over. There you go. Finley. There you go. Our first redemption finally, too. Before that, though, another red. Another Wilson Anderson, 14 out of 30. Ethan Holiday. Nice. 198 out of 199. Nice hit for the Holiday spot. Gio Rojas. I'm assuming that's not numbered. Gio Rojas. Kyle Johnson, 109 out of 199. Alton Davis II, grabbing some ink. Brett Renfro. And Graham Schlicht. We'll grab our handy dandy spacer to hide and show off our redemption. Good luck. First redemption of the break. General Materials hat logo, card 143. Nice. Kason Cunningham. Will the backyard do it? That's what it's all about right there, man. That's sick. That's what it's all about right there. You know, maybe I'll force my nieces into softball. my brother would want them to do softball too. Sister-in-law probably wants them to do soccer like she did, but nah. We'll do 2 against 1. We'll make her, not make her, but we'll push them a light push into softball. Nice Ethan Holiday, by the way. 198 out of 199. Yeah, exactly, you know. That's the best part about being the uncle, you know. Being fun uncle means that I can, I was going to say manipulate, probably the wrong word. Just, you know, influence them. Graham Schlicht, 1 more on the red. Nice back-to-back boxes, 30 out of 30 on the bookend. Gold ink, my guy, Daniel Cuvée. Nice one there. Zion Rose. Nice Brady Murrieta. Colton Smith. Chase Cotton, now on the numbered patch auto, 115 out of 199. Jared Grindlinger, I got a little family affair now. And Nixon Warren on the patch auto. You know, I'm not the one that has to... I will say, you know, I never realized it until, you know, my friends started having kids, that what our parents had to go through. Waking up, weekends, 6 or 7 in the morning, driving an hour and a half for some stupid tournament, spend the entire day there. That's tough, man. That's tough. Isn't that right, Paul?
I don't know why anybody would live that way. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Some more commons. That'd be silly to do that, right?
It could be so much easier.
Yeah.
And sunny.
Uh-huh. Shouts out the parents, though. The sacrifices that they make. Braver, tougher, stronger people than me, I can tell you that much. Box 13, looking number 13 here. It's a little low number stuff here. No gold patches yet. I was going to say, we got a 101 patch auto before a gold, and we have our second 101. Black Lightning Dylan Tucci. Nice one there for the Tucci spot. 1 of 1. We'll take care of that one real quick. Oof. Alright, case has been pretty good. Got one more nice one coming up after this Dylan Tucci 101. Nice hit there. And one more. Ethan Holiday. Nice. Double dipping on the patch. I was not numbered this one, but still a sick one. Jason DeCaro. This one was going to be numbered. 34 out of 1 at 99. Kyle Johnson. Alton Davis II, 121 out of 199. Brendan Lorenzo. Hogan Nelson, another fresh name. And our next redemption. Good luck. Number 2. Gentleman Material Hats logo. Card 154. Dominic Vogelli. Nice hit for the Dom Vogelli spot. Our second redemption. Nice Ethan Holiday one more time. Double dipping. And just our first case, too. Potential number 1 pick. On the gold. Nice Knox Myers gold. That's 2 out of 10. Ooh, man. Another sick one. We'll take care of this, too. 5 out of 6. Gavin Grahovic. Little laundry tag on the patch auto. Nice hit for the Grahovic spot once again. I think that's my guy, Nick, too. Gavin G. With the laundry tag patch auto. There we go. Second half of the case heating up. Ethan Bingaman. That's 66 out of 199. Anthony Martinez. Josh Hammond. Another Chase Cotton. Josh Owens. And upside down Nico Partita. Should have grabbed some more hundreds. It's a sick one, though. Also, a little more random, you know, what some of these boxes are with the way they fell out of it there, so. Can't really take too much credit for it. Still been nice, though. Grab some of these real quick.
Yeah.
Every time. Amar. Ethan Bingaman. Out of 199. And our second gold. Box 15. Another red. Jackson Hoyt. 24 out of 30. Eli Willits. Nice on the gold ink patch auto. Another RJ Austin. There we go, RJ Austin Jr. Another Brady Marietta. That's 2 out of 199. Another John Stowers. Cooper Collins, 117 out of 199. Luke Armijo. Nice baby blue patch there, 42 out of 199 of the silhouettes. And Noah Spalding. Man, some more fresh names. There we go. That's what we like to see. Another nice Marietta. Nice gold ink Willits. Willits on the board for the first time now. Brady Rallo on the board, 43 out of 50. Henry Ford, one more on the silhouettes, 24 out of 50. Nice gold ink silhouettes. Trey Phelps on the board, 168 out of 199. Dylan Minity on the board with the silhouettes, 129 out of 199. Jordan Morton. Shouts out Cole Dunlap for the Cole Dunlap hit. Lucas Skeevil. And Pablo Torres. Now, I'm a fan of a lot of these names, you know. I said it last break, but I think names have power, especially in sports. You can just tell. Some of these kids are going to be monsters just because they got a good sounding name, I'm telling you. And I said for the forward spot, gold ink out of 50. You know, I'm a fan of the you know, Consiglio. It's a strong one. Grahovic. Another red. Justin LeBron. Like, you want me to believe this guy's not going to be good? This guy's last name is LeBron. Justin LeBron. 2 out of 30. Gold silhouettes is Gavin Grahovic. Nice. Double dip in 45 out of 125. Tyler Spangler. Another nice one for the Spangler spot. 89 out of 199. Ben Belt on the board. 141 out of 199. John Stowers. I think it's a triple dip. 152 out of 199. Just a silhouettes box. Damn, nice. Devin Diaz now. 43 out of 199. Not a silhouette, but another numbered. Isaac Vidal. 86 out of 199. And to break up our streak is Xavier Mitchell. Well, let me check. All right. I guess 6 of our patch autos can be numbered. And I guess we're fine with just 1 not being. That's okay, I guess. There you go. Nice box, though. All the numbers. LeBron, second hit of the break. Just an out of 30 base card and then a 101. You know, nothing crazy. 101 patch auto. Another redemption in the back. Leading off though, Brendan Cyber. 4 out of 50. Man, triple dipping. Gold ink Ethan Holiday. Great first case for the Holiday spot. And there's Charlie Condon. There we go, D. On the alumni patch. Oh, nice hit. Matt Scott on the silhouettes. 85 out of 199. Great first case, man. Alton Davis the second. One more. 56 out of 199. Anthony Frausto the third. Again, great name. Nice one there on the patch auto. And another great one. Hogan Nelson. 37 out of 199. Our third redemption. Jumbo Material has logo card at 97. Drew Burris. Nice. First another break for Drew. For Drew. That's it. Oh, that's the way. Yeah, man. Fucking. Need a center, man. Oh my god, we need a center. Rudy Gobert cannot go off for like a 2020. That just can't happen. That's foul. But hey, happy to get you on the board, dude. Happy to get you on the board. White Condon, that kid's gonna be good. Love last year's class. Last year's draft class is just like the one before, the 2023 class. I think the 2024 class might be special. We're gonna get to that point. You know, I feel like we've already gotten to that point where since baseball just is a year-round sport now, just so much talent coming in, so many people, kids, at such a young age, getting better and better and better. Now it just feels like there's just so much talent in every single class, which is good. It's awesome. You know, I think baseball is in a pretty dang good spot right now. All right, penultimate box of case 1. This is box 19. Liam Peterson, another redemption in the back. An LP, 16 out of 50. Dude. Ethan Holiday, 6 out of 25 on the 3-colored patch and auto. He is crushing case 1. There's Gabe Davis, 109 out of 199 on the silhouettes. Max Bellew on the board. Aiden Stillman on the board. I think Andrew Jimenez on the board. Nice Andrew Jimenez. And Hudson Alpert on the board too. Nice. Some fresh names. 34 out of 199. Let's grab this one more time. We'll just keep this handy. Dandy. And close to us at all given times. The redemption. Got a ding. Thankfully, we're all good. Just a redemption. For a Jumbo Material Hats logo. Card 106. Another fresh name. For Aiden Stillman. Double dip, my guy. Nice hit for the Stillman spot. Aiden Stillman. Jumbo Material Hats logo. Nice. I like Nashville as a spot. I mean, the answer, like, you know, they always say, like, oh, Montreal, just to get them back in. But, like, I do think there is some legit love for Montreal when it comes to baseball. Vegas is already getting their team. I think you should give a team back to Oakland. I do. I've heard Charlotte. I wouldn't mind Charlotte. I think there's some legit baseball love there because the AAA for the White Sox play there. I think the Knights. Man, Ethan Holiday. Have a freaking first case, dude. Up and down. Last couple breaks. Last break at the end of it was getting a little dicey. But I just restarted the PC before this break. It's been okay. And box 20, last one of case 1. I don't know about the Mexico City franchise. That's kind of been rumored around. They've been testing that ground with the. And there's one more Ethan Holiday, of course. They've been testing that ground with the Mexico City games. 19 out of 50 on the Ethan Holiday. Just have a break, man. And one more Henry Ford. Gold ink. Nice hit. Trey Phillips. Braden Jackson. Another Jordan Martin. Ezra Essex. Great name. Jacob Seaman. And Xavier Mitchell to end case 1. 23 out of 199 on the Mitchell. It was a double-edged sword. I think there was plenty of chances on both sides to really improve the team and the stadium, but that's kind of been how it's been. You know, like the Golden State Warriors moved out of Oakland to San Francisco just because it makes them more money. It's better for their image and their reputation. And I think that's whack, obviously. Taking the Warriors out of Oakland, I think, has been very nasty. Then the Raiders, and now the A's. I think it's a shame. But that fan base deserves better, man. They really do. Alright. Nice first case. Move these out the way. We'll get that Ethan Holiday top loaded. We'll get that second case unlocked. Another Ethan Holiday. Crazy. What an awesome first case for the Ethan Holiday spot, man. I want the Rays to stay in Florida. I think obviously the situation with Tropicana Field is such a catastrophe. It's so sad. But I still want them to stay somewhere in Florida. All right. I think do. All right. Not great, but not horrible either. There's one more back here. I don't know. my whole thing with Vegas was that I really didn't think that they'd have like an actual committed fan base, but the Golden Knights have kind of turned that theory on its side. They've really embraced that
the
city.
best sports game I've gone to in terms of crowd
It's 20?
atmosphere.
Golden Knights.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like obviously hockey is I think the best sport to go to live to. But like my aunt and uncle have lived in Vegas for the last 20 years, and they don't care about hockey. They never have. But all of a sudden the Knights show up and they're like, "Hey, we'll go to a game," and just like that, they're sold. That entire city is bought into the Knights. I'd imagine the same thing happened with the Raiders. And I'm hoping, because again, I think the A's deserve a historic, storied franchise like the A's deserves to have a legit fan base. All right, Case 2. Yeah, like is the Rays thing. I think at the start they rushed it all the way back in what 99, 2000. Oh, there's our kaboom. That was easy. That was easy. Okay, we'll still do the same thing. We'll get everything out of the pack. We'll start grabbing cards from the back. We'll go Tegan Scott on the patch auto. Isaac Vidal, another one.
Carson's pretty good.
Connor Salerno, nice. First appearance once again for Julian Cazares. I guess like Carson's cool, it's fine. Dylan Wood. And Slater DeBruyne. 19 out of 25. Ooh, sick patch there. Nice cream and red patch. Justin LeBron. Again, 114 out of 199 of the Silhouettes patch auto. And kaboom number 2. Good luck. Let's see if we can get. There we go, a little better. For the lefty, Jamie Arnold. We pulled his kaboom last break, too. Nice hit for the Arnold spot. Jamie Arnold, kaboom. Nice hit, man. Congrats. That sounds ominous. Nice Slater. Red ink. Nice 2-color patch there. Justin LeBron having a break here. Yeah, I think like when the Trop was rocking, it was really rocking. Like it's impossible to get in and out of that stadium, right? And obviously not the best built place and a not great spot to do it, obviously, with it being destroyed. But the fact that more people are willing to go to George Steinbrenner Field, a minor league spring training park, as opposed to an actual MLB stadium, I think is very telling. I want them to stay. I think Orlando is a good call. Like move for Orlando. Lean into the Disney thing. Just like the Angels used to. Rays in the outfield? I don't know. It's going to be a fun movie. Alright, one more Trey Phelps for box number 2. 43 out of 50. Eli Willits. Nice. 191 out of 199. Nathaniel Davis on the Silhouettes. 67 out of 199. Gold Ink. Cooper Rummel. Nice hit for the Rummel spot. Josh Hammond. Denton Lord, Silhouettes, his first card, 11 out of 199. Kylan McCage on the Silhouettes, 190 out of 199. And one more, Sammy Swank, another great name. Nice. That's it's a tough goal, but it's an admirable goal. Maybe when they get older, you can take them with you sometime, and then once they get out. Then you can really continue it. Did you have a favorite stadium that you went to? Some more sleeves. We have another case of 100 points, right?
Yeah, we got multiple.
Cool.
I'm gonna
We'll
stop.
never run out of top loaders with being in charge of this office.
All right.
I order stuff in advance, unlike other operations.
Was it the Felix game, or was it the? Was it the Umber game? First baseball game being a perfect game is very funny. I had a friend who went on a Tinder date. He's a Cubs fan. He took her to a Dodgers Cubs game when they were in town. It happened to be the game where Jake Arrieta threw a no-hitter. And halfway through the game, when he realized, like, oh shoot, there's like something going on, he just like ignored her. He was so locked in watching this Arrieta performance where he was smoking the Dodgers like a team that won the NL West. He did not care about this girl. It was sad. You perfect. Your shouts out, Phil Bumber. Perfect game. Seattle's one of my favorite parks I've been to. Seattle rocks. That place. It's still safe good field to me, but that place rules. Nice Aiden White on the board. 13 out of 30. Drew Burris. Nice. Gold ink on the silhouettes. 4 out of 50. His first live card in this break. Gabe Davis, 73 out of 199. Kyson Witherspoon, nice on the board. Andrew Jimenez, again, 48 out of 199. Anthony Frausto III. Griffin McCain, and our next redemption. We'll show it off. Nice McCain. Our redemption. Card 192, so another fresh name. Derek Smith, his first card of the break as well. Nice for the Smith spot. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm with him for most of the story. But she did not care. She's like, yeah, free ticket to a Dodger game, like that sort of thing. And man, he's one of the superstitious sports guys, so like, he won't get up.
What you're saying is there wasn't a second date?
There was not a second date. It was a one and done. And he's like, oh yeah, that's one of the best hits I've ever been on. Just because Jake Arrieta threw a no-hitter. They could have had a legit connection. They could have had real chemistry. He's married now, but you never know. What could have been? Que sera, sera. Nice. Okay, so probably because even at that time they're still probably trying to do digital tickets rather than the physical. So having an actual remembrance of a legit perfect game, because it was a perfect game, even if Philip Umber threw it. Perfect game's a perfect game. It was a crazy run too, because it was at one point the 4 perfect games were Roy Halladay, Dallas Braden, Philip Umber, and then Felix. Like those bookend guys, awesome. Some of the best to ever do it. Dallas Braden's a great guy, and I like him as a color commentator, but like, perfect game. And then Philip Umber, God. And then the fifth guy. I still think he's the fifth guy. Should have been Armando Galarraga, but the league is stupid. But the Dallas Braden, I'll give some respect to. Mother's Day, he brings his mom out on the field afterwards. That's still like, that's a baseball moment to me. All right, box 4, 24, Kobe number. One more Devin Taylor, nice. 20 out of 50. Gold ink, nice. Dean Curley on the Silhouette. 65 out of 125. R.J. Cope Jr., his first hit, I believe. Anthony Martinez, 155 out of 199. Colton Smith on the board, 160 out of 199. Connor Salerno, Lucas Sclevel, and Parker Leoff. Yeah, want to grab as many hits as possible for as many spots as possible. Career ERA. I think he was like on a different team by the next year. But that's, you know, the beautiful thing about baseball is that for one game, you can become legendary. You can become the best pitcher alive. All it takes is one game. Roy's, though, you would have had to go to that to that Marlins Stadium where the Dolphins used to play. That's tough. Waiting for this case to pick up like the last one did. It's been nice though. A couple nice names. Some lower number stuff already, but need some more bangers. Box 5 here. Another red for Wilson Anderson. 16 out of 30. Okay. The future is now Ethan Holiday, Caden Bodine, Gavin Grahovic, Jamie Arnold, Devin Taylor, Justin LeBron, Drew Burris, and Nolan Schubart. 23 out of 25 on the octuple auto. Okay. Alright, they heard me talking trash. I'll wait for this case to heat up. How about an 8-person auto that we will have to randomize at the end of this break? Good luck, everyone. Jesus, that is nasty. Our first multi-signed auto, and of course it's an 8-person auto. Malcolm Moore, nice one there on the alumni as well. Matt Scott on the silhouettes, 196 out of 199. Andrew Getty, Anthony Frausto, Griffin McCain. He will hide another redemption. Thank you for your service again, Griffin. Card 3 on the Joe Machio hat logo. Jamie Arnold, nice. So the 3 times he showed up in this break has been a kaboom on that 8-person auto, and now the redemption. Nice. Jesus, dude. Honestly, since he's the first name, I'm a little worried for y'all. I'm a little worried for y'all. Even if it is a different case, he has been dominating. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm hoping for y'all. Everybody gets a chance, obviously. Everybody gets a chance on that card.
Like if you don't do it right the first way,
It's not bad.
But you know, even I think that's Bodine's first hit of the break, potentially. I'm trying to see. Bodine needs to get a card.
Years ago.
And Schubart. So I need to get a hit for Schubart and for Bodine. Now at least make myself feel a little bit better about it.
so
Crazy. That's a crazy card, though. Good luck again at the end. First gold base of this case. Cruz Adams. Another. There you go. Cruz Adams on the gold. Another gold. 10 out of 10. Nice one there. Ooh, man. There we go. Back at it with the laundry tag patch auto. Kevin Roberts Jr. That is 1 out of 4. So sick. Nice hit for the Roberts Jr. spot. He was our lone 101 from last break on the base card. Nice one there. Trent Grindlinger. Braden Jackson. John Stowers. Having a nice break too. Dexter McClown Jr. 84 out of 199. Josh Owens. And Samir Muhammad. First hit of the break as well on the silhouettes. Dude, that's so crazy because 59 out of 199. That kind of octuple auto could, 5, 6, 10 years from now could be absolutely insane in value. if even just a few of those kits turn out to be like guys, that's the beauty of this set, is that you get in so early. This is really a lot. Like most of these kids' first autos, first anything. It's just cool that Panini still rocks with the Stars and Stripes. You can get in early with some of these kids who become future super duper stars. There's Cruz Adams, our first gold base of case 2. Alright, we're heating up. Hudson Alpert, 9 out of 50. Another sweet patch, 7 out of 25. Eli Willits, nice one. Ethan McElvain, his first appearance, nice. Dylan Wood on the patch auto, 102 out of 199. Another Jordan Martin. Another Cole Dunlap, shouts out the Cole Dunlap spot. Isaac Vidal, 111 out of 199. And one more Sammy Swank. They did not. I don't think they did it last year either. I think they've kind of consolidated it into this. I feel like a lot of the names that you would see for Elite Extra Edition are now in Stars and Stripes. And it's pretty similar configuration too. At least, it's those really small boxes. Going from like 5 or 6 packs now to just the one. It's, still a lot of game use patches.
The big sell on the Elite was the DPO.
What's up?
The big sell on the Elite was the DPO.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't have DPO in this, do they?
No, they don't. No DPL anymore. That was like the first Leo DeVries cards I think were in there technically. Jose Perdomo from last year's class as well. A couple of the international guys you won't see anymore. I think that's kind of a bummer too. Nice Eli Willis out of 25. It's a nice one. Yeah, I like the draft stuff too. Present draft for baseball is super fun. I get a bunch of numbered cards, a bunch of really nice numbered cards, like snake skins, and I think they're really missing out on some of that stuff. Especially since I feel like they've kind of beefed up the football and the baseball draft picks or basketball draft picks. I couldn't do the same for baseball. No. They did do the spellbound things too, yeah. So lame. Bring it back. Let's bring it back. Redemption in the back. Tegan Scott leading us off though on the red, 14 out of 30. Another nice one out of 25. AJ Gracia, 5 out of 25. Nice. On the 3-color patch and Reading auto. Jason DeCaro, 110 out of 199. William Peterson. Yodelkis. Not Spellbound. Silhouettes, 125 out of 199. Brendan Lorenzo. And Giovanni Guariglia. Excuse me. Guariglia. There we go. And you'll have redemption too. Thank you, Gio. Card 195. I think that's new. It is Trey Newman on the board with a Jumbo Materials hat logo. 18 Vandy gold vinyls. Sheesh. They've had some guys, some capital G guys come out of Vandy too the last few years. That's no joke, man. Right there, including the auto and non-auto Spencer Jones.
Speaking of Yankees, Aaron Judge today, 3 for 3 on a home run.
He officially ends the month hitting 423, I think.
429. I think.
429 with a 1262 OPS, I think.
He's like the untouchable guy. You can't trade him.
Yeah, I couldn't possibly imagine trading away Aaron Judge.
He's probably the only untouchable piece, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
I think so.
I think so too. Am I crazy, Frank, or is it maybe you who was crazy? That's 100, I think. I don't know what the heck's that doing there. I think it might be you who was a little crazy, Frank.
You guys are crazy for bringing it up in there.
It's crazy. There we go. Another nice box. Box 28. Ethan Wheeler. 27 out of 50. Tyler Brenmer, another hit on the silhouettes. 99 out of 199. Trey Phelps, 177 out of 199. Brooks Bryan on the board as gold ink. Colton Smith. Kason Fletcher. That's 154 out of 199. Nice one. Joshua Giannicelli. Nice. Shouts out the Giannicelli spot. 66 out of 199 on the silhouettes. And Parker Leoff. Cleats signed by EBJ Authenticated. That is sick. That's sick as hell. That's really cool. Shouts out Enrique. Big fan of his. For someone who, you know, I talk all this talk about the advanced stats and launch velo and angles and everything. I just love a speedy contact defender. I love Enrique Bradfield Jr. That dude's awesome. I want him to get a shot soon. I mean, Baltimore's not been great. They've been a little disappointing. If Cedric Mullins wasn't crushing still, I would be all for Enrique getting called up. But he's still hitting, so we'll have to give Seti some more time. But he's ready, I think, man. We're ready to see Enrique Bradfield Jr. up on the big league roster. All right, box 30. Great number. Nothing wrong with 30. About to end the first half of the second case. Exactly. Like, guys like that are awesome. I want to see Enrique Bradfield Jr. and Chandler Simpson just running everywhere in the outfield in Baltimore and Tampa Bay, respectively. On the blue. Nice RJ Austin Jr. One more RJ. 3 out of 13. Gold ink. Eli Willits, man, he's crushing it now, too. He's been the star of Case 2. Eli Willits. Anthony Murphy. Ethan Wheeler. One more Wheeler. Stephen Millar, his first hit of the break. Nice. Carter Schaus on the patch item, numbered 8 out of 199. One more Josh Owens. And Samir Muhammad. Nice.
You need more hundreds?
I do. If you can just bring me the whole case, I would appreciate it. Carter Schaus.
I could get like 10.
I think 10's fine. I think 10 will do it. Willits having a really nice case too. That's RJ Austin Jr. Little blue lightning there. Let's get these out of the way. These are okay, actually. $31. Second half of case 2. On the red, Kyson Witherspoon. 30 out of 30. Daniel Cuvée, 7 out of 10. we hit out of 4, out of 6, and 101 before we hit an out of 10 patch auto. Sure, makes sense. Go away, actually. Nice for the cuvee spot. Would have liked it a little nicer for the out of 10 patch, but hey, it is what it is. Nice for the cuvee spot. Easily a beast, I think. Trent Grindlinger, one more. Another Brady Marietta, nice. Steel Hall on the silhouettes, his first card, 184 out of 199. Another Chase Cotton. Kyler McCage. Tucker Biven on the silhouettes, nice. 101 out of 199. Some of these. I'll grab that Witherspoon. That one at the top loader as well.
All day tomorrow.
Another Witherspoon, 30 out of 30. Matthew Mathias on the red, 17 out of 30. Eli Willits, crushing. Another 3-colored patch, 21 out of 25 on the red ink. There we go. There's Nolan Schubart. Hope we can get Nolan on the board before the randomizer. Eric Segura on the board. Josh Hammond. Another Denton Lord. Josh Owens. And another Xavier Mitchell. There we go. We're hidden. I feel like it's been a second less since we were grabbing some fresh spots. And especially for someone like Schubart who was on that octuple auto. How we can get you on the board. Ooh, nice. I'll take a peek at that. Gotta take a peek at that one. What'd you do at eBay? IG? Well, this brick is over. I definitely want to see. There we go. Schubart on the board. Thank God. There we go. Okay. I'm not messing with it. Eli Willits, one more time on a 25 on the 3-color patch. And I'm just going to toss this. It stinks, I think. I want to do an EVJ color bustle, but dude, it's tough. It is tough having some of your PC just not at that status. eBay? Okay, cool. Nice, thank you. That's an easy one. I mean, my main PC barely signs. It's tough, you know. Parker left. 13 out of 30 on the red.
I can get to 25.
Dravorsky Lane Jr. His first card of the break. Nice. Lane Jr. on the patch auto. Nolan Schubart. Back-to-back hits. All right, on the silhouettes. 138 out of 199.
All right, my friend, the Packers.
Dominic Vogelli. His first hit in a minute. That's 4 out of 25. Nice 2-color patch and auto there. Miller Green, back on the board.
Let's go.
Another Cole Dunlap. Red ink this time. Nice for the Dunlap spot. Jordan Kurz. And Nixon Warren. There we go. Getting some more spots on the board here. Jaworski Lane Jr. That is a name. That's what I'm talking about. So now we just need... what's the other one on this card? Bodine. Need some Caden Bodine here. I'm just gonna... I think the pack of 130s cooked.
Your 130s?
No, I got them here, but I think the one I got here, they just, you know, it was a bad batch. Got all 4 Vandy Color Blast graded and all came back as 10s. Nice. Day, Martin, Rocker, and Ladder. I'm glad that Kumar is doing his thing. He's had a couple spotty starts, but really liked him at Vandy.
Oh, he's rocking?
He's rocking. Kumar Rocker is rocking. He's been solid for Texas. Nice. Parker out of 30. And JJ Bodede, my guy. Judson Dow on the board here. 22 out of 50. Kevin Robert Jr. back at it. Trent Grindlinger. And Gold Ink of Austin Weiss. That's for the Weiss spot. Hunter Harrington on the board. Devin Diaz. That's a super dirty patch. Nice hit. Luke Wiskevo. And Wilson Anderson. Nice one. Esquivel. Super dirty patch. That's crazy. I mean, look at it. Like this one, you can tell. Pretty game used on the left here. That's nothing. This might be. Does Team USA wear like a brown jersey? I've never seen that. Austin Weiss, that one's snug. That's good. Trent Grindlinger. All right, box 35. Anthony Martinez, 23 out of 50. Gavin Fiend on the gold. Nice patch. Gold ink and auto. Zion Rose. Eric Segura. Yodelkis. Gary Gibson II on the board. Marcus Grease on the board. 84 out of 199 on the silhouette. And one more Nixon Warren. I mean, it's used. If that is the case, no, it's definitely used. Marcus Grease, his first appearance. Gary Gibson, his first appearance. There we go. There's, you know, a few more that we got to get hits of. There's a big checklist. I don't think it's going to really be possible, but the way some people have been double, triple, quadruple, quadruple dipping. But yeah, we gotta try. Another Fiend. There we go. Much better batch of 130s. Bathroom patch is crazy. That is just crazy. Jordan Martin. There you go. 16 out of 50 on the Martin. Tyler Brenmer, another gold ink on the silhouettes. 36 out of 50. Nice break for Brenmer. Nathaniel Davis on the silhouettes. 4 out of 199. Austin Weiss, 100 out of 199. John Stowers. CJ Weinstein. Luke Esquivel. And Noah Spalding. Nice Brenmer. Some more thick sleeves real quick. There we go. On the red, Rocco Maniscalco, 13 out of 30. Okay. Alumni, Paul Skeens. There we go, man. 23 out of 25. I wonder what he's up to.
Hiding from the Cardinals.
I wonder if the whole baseball thing worked out for him. 23 out of 25, Paul Skeens. Very, very nice. Alex Harrington, now on the board. Nice. Another Brady Murrieta. Nate Snead on the board. 1 out of 199. That's first off the print. Daryl Carrion, who had a bunch of cards in the first break, now is on the board in case 2. Jordan Kurz and Tucker Biven. 165 out of 1 at 99. There we go. Nice box. That's sick. Best pitcher in baseball. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anthony Murphy, 15 out of 50. One more, Daniel Cuvée, gold silhouette, 29 out of 120. Alex Harrington, back-to-back here on the silhouettes now, 70 out of 199. Braden Harris on the board. Hunter Harrington. Devin Diaz. Jared Grindlinger, 34 out of 199. And Tyler Knest. JG on the signature.
this extra.
Our alumni patches have been nice tonight. That's the wrong one. There we go. And just the last two of these. All right, penultimate box here, box 39. Should we get one more sick patch, like a laundry tag or a swoosh or something. Jamie Arnold, nice break for the youngster. 14 out of 30 on the red. Gavin Grahovic, though, nice gold ink on the patch auto. Slater De Bruyne. Blake Bowen, Stephen Milam, Derek Smith, his first live card, Lucas Skeevel, and Nixon Warren. Grahovic on the gold ink. He had a great break too. And then there was one. Last box mojo. Thanks again, everyone. Appreciate you filling this breakup, grabbing spots. Congrats to everybody who did hit. We'll do that randomizer, a nasty randomizer. And then we'll send you lovely folks on your way. Last base card will be Matt Scott. 49 out of 50. And our last gold ink, of course, is going to be one more Ethan Holiday. Have a break, young man. Popping off. Gabe Davis on the silhouettes. 165 out of 199. You got one more redemption, too. Another Matt Scott. This time on the patch auto. Aiden Stillman. Brent Renfro. And our last auto will be Graham Schlicht. And the redemption. Good luck. Last redemption of the break. Card 91. Cooper Rummel. Nice break for the Rummel spot. Cooper Rummel on the redemption. I feel like noticeably less redemptions on the last break. Oh, that's a good or a bad thing is yet to be seen, but I always like a nice patch. Right. Of course, Ethan, you gotta get the 180. Just make sure it's all good to go. Get these out of here. Get out of here. Oh my god, and I grabbed the perfect amount of sleeves too.
What up, Bennett?
It's so good. I'm just too good. Too nice with it. Hey, you too, man. Appreciate the conversation too. Thanks again, seriously. Alright. Last point of business. Give me just a moment to set up that randomizer. It's just the one, so I think I can do it on here. I don't have to worry about it. So let me do this and this. We'll do it in the names in order. So, I forgot you spell your name with 2 L's. Holiday. Bodine. Grahovic.
Lowest on Bills. Let's see what we put on Bills.
Arnold.
I could do 45.
Taylor.
Take 10% off there.
LeBron. Burris. And Schubart. So we didn't grab a card for Bodine. So potentially the only hit will come from this 8-person randomizer. So we'll switch screens right now. Should be good to go. Can we do check to make sure the YouTube screen switched, please?
Hmm?
Can you, what do you check to make sure the YouTube screen switched, please, for the randomizer?
Yeah.
It did? Cool. Thank you. And then we'll grab the eBay. Put them in the sky. Let's take this off. Put them in the sky cam. And we'll show off. So our fresh dice and our list with 8 names. Ethan Holiday, Caden Bodine, Gavin Grahovic, Jamie Arnold, Devin Taylor, Justin LeBron, Drew Burris, and Nolan Schubart. We will roll the dice and randomize 3 and 1 4 times for the auto. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, and 4th and final time. It is Jamie Arnold. Have yourself a break, man. Got a kaboom. Got your own redemption. Base card. Now, you're getting the 8-person out. Congrats there. We'll switch screens again for the YouTube side. So, on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-person auto, Devin Taylor, Justin LeBron, Drew Burris, Nolan Schubart, Ethan Holiday, Caden Bodine, Gavin Grahovic, Jamie Arnold. The name at the end of the randomizer. Congrats. Once again, that's the beginning of our randomizer. Our recap. So thanks again, everyone, rocking with us. 2 cases of Stars and Stripes. These are our base cards out of 50. Matt Scott, Anthony Murphy, Jordan Martin, Anthony Martinez, Judson Dowell, Ethan Wheeler, Hudson Alpert, Devin Taylor, Trey Phelps, Ethan Holiday, Liam Peterson, Brendan Sider, Brady Rollo, Alton Davis II, Kyle Johnson, Andrew Getty, Cooper Consiglio, and Yodelkus. Reds to 30. Jamie Arnold, Rocco Maniscalco, Parker Leoff, Matthew Mathias, Kyson Witherspoon, Tegan Scott, Wilson Anderson, Aiden White, Justin LeBron, Jackson Hoyt, Graham Schlicht, Wilson Anderson, Jackson Coffey, and Ethan Bass.
When things fill, when prices drop for new
Blues to 13. Nice RJ Austin Jr. and CJ Weinstein. Got more golds than we did blues. Nice. Golds out of 10. Nice. Cruz Adams,
first is all new
Knox Myers,
price list.
and our first card of the break, Dion Roundtree.
We
And we'll save our lowest number cards to the very, very end. Our redemptions are for our Jumbo Materials hat logos: Cooper Rummel, Trey Newman, Jamie Arnold, Derek Smith, Aiden Stillman, Drew Burris, Dominic Vogelli, and Kason Cunningham. His only card of the break is a nice one, too. Alright, let's grab our base autos, our non-numbered patch autos from Just Case 1. We got a lot of them. Let me move these over here. Because we need a lot of room for these. So, all these are base, non-numbered, or should be. We'll see. Anthony Murphy, Coleman Borthwick, Dexter McClown Jr., Tyson Moore, Cooper Rummel, Quentin Young, Matthew Mathias, Luis Rodriguez, Tegan Scott, Tyler Spangler, Camden Bone, Joshua Janicelli, Tucker Biven, Trent Grindlinger, Austin Weiss, John Stowers, Dylan Loy, Luis Rodriguez, R.J. Austin Jr., Dylan Wood, Tucker Long, shouts out to Tucker Long spot, Cooper Collins, Sammy Swank, Kyler McCage, Wilson Anderson, Colton Kreisman, Ethan Wheeler, Dylan Wood, Kaysen Fletcher, Luke Esquivel, Rocco Maniscalco, Slater De Bruyne, Cooper Rummel, Yodelkus, Cole Dunlap, shouts out the Cole Dunlap spot, KJ White, Tyler Canast, Ethan Wheeler, Alex Harrington, Carter Schaus, Jack Woda, Meriden Lefew, Trent Grindlinger, Braden Jaxa, Chase Cotton, and Jordan Kurz. Let's go our second half of case one of just our base autos. Again, we got a lot of these suckers. Ezra Essex, Braden Jaxa, Jacob Seaman, Jordan Martin, Trey Phelps, Max Bellew, Andrew Jimenez, Aiden Stillman, Charlie Kahn, the nice alumni patch auto, Anthony Frausto III, Xavier Mitchell, Jordan Martin, Cole Dunlap, Luke Esquivel, Pablo Torres, R.J. Austin Jr., John Stowers, Noah Spaulding, Anthony Martinez, Josh Hammond, Chase Cotton, Josh Owens, Nico Pardita, Ethan Holiday, Kyle Johnson. That damn Ethan Holloway, man. Brandon Lorenzo, Hogan Nelson, Colton Smith, Brady Murrieta, Zion Rose, Jared Grindlinger, Nixon Warren, Brent Renfro, Gio Rojas, Graham Schlicht, and Alton Davis II. Second half of the break. This is our second case of base patch autos. Anthony Murphy, Ethan Wheeler, Stephen Milam, Josh Owens, Samir Mohammed, Colton Smith, Parker Leoff, Liam Peterson, Brandon Lorenzo, Giovanni Guariglia, Ethan McElvain, Jordan Martin, Cole Dunlap, Sammy Swank, Trent Grindlinger, Braden Jaxa, John Stowers, Josh Owens, Malcolm Moore on the alumni, Andrew Getty, Anthony Frausto III, Griffin McCain, R.J. Cope Jr., Connor Salerno, Luke Esquivel, Parker Leoff, Kyson Witherspoon, Anthony Frausto III, Griffin McCain, Josh Hammond, Sammy Swank, Tegan Scott, Connor Salerno, Julian Cazares, Dylan Wood, and Isaac Vidal. Second half of the case, 2 of patch autos. Graham Schlicht, Aiden Stillman, Matt Scott, Brent Renfro, Blake Bowen, Slater De Bruyne, Stephen Milam, Derek Smith, Lucas Evil, Nixon Warren, Braden Harris, Hunter Harrington, Devin Diaz, Tyler Canast, Alex Harrington, Brady Murrieta, Dario Carrion, Jordan Kurz, John Stowers, CJ Weinstein, Luke Esquivel, Noah Spaulding, Zion Rose, Eric Segura, Yodelkus, and Gary Gibson II. Nixon Warren, we're almost done with this, the base. Kevin Roberts Jr., Trent Grindslinger, Devin Diaz, Hunter Harrington, Lucas Weevil, Wilson Anderson, Vorsky Lane Jr., Miller Green, Jordan Kurz, Cole Dunlap on the red ink, Nixon Warren, he had a great case too, Nolan Schubart, Josh Hammond, Eric Segura, Denton Lord, Josh Owens, Xavier Mitchell, Trent Grindlinger, Brady Murrieta, Chase Cotton, and Kyler McCage. Those are our base patch autos. Let's start with the numbered patch autos. All to 199. These are from the first case. Hits on hits, folks. Xavier Mitchell, Gabe Davis, Hudson Alpert, Alton Davis II, Matt Scott, Hogan Nelson, John Stowers, Ben Abelt, Tyler Spangler, Devin Diaz, Isaac Vidal, Dylan Minity, Trey Phelps, Brady Marietta, Cooper Collins, Luke Armijo, Ethan Bingaman, Jason DeCaro, Alton Davis II, Chase Cotton, Ethan Holiday, he had a hell of a break, Kyle Johnson, Stephen Milam, Kyle Walker, Ethan Armbruster, Hunter Watson, Danny Dickinson, Tucker Biven, Jacob Seaman, Jamal George, Dean Curley, nice one, Eric Becker, Lawson McLeod, Miller Green, Josh Hammond, and Will Brick. Second half of our to 199s. Gabe Davis, Alex Harrington, Jared Grindlinger, Nate Snead, Tucker Biven, Nathaniel Davis, Austin Weiss, Marcus Grease, Nolan Schubart, Steele Hall, Tucker Biven, Carter Schaus, Tyler Bremner, nice break for him as well, Trey Phelps, Kason Fletcher, Joshua Giannicelli, nice one there, Justin DeCaro, Yodelkus, Dylan Wood, Isaac Vidal, Dexter McClown Jr., Samir Mohammed, Matt Scott, Anthony Martinez, Colton Smith, Gabe Davis, Andrew Jimenez, Eli Willits, Nathaniel Davis, Kyler McCage, Denton Lord, and Justin LeBron. Our Goldings, non-numbered Golding patch autos. Ethan Holiday, hell of a break. Gavin Grahovic, Eli Willits, Brooks Bryan, Drew Burris, Cooper Rummel, Henry Ford, Ethan Holiday, Eli Willits, Daniel Cuvée, Gavin Feen, Luke Stevenson, Henry Ford, Joey Volchko, and Luke Stevenson. To 125 and 120. The 120 is Daniel Cuvée. To 125 of Dean Curley and Gavin Grahovic. Out of 50, Gavin Grahovic, Henry Ford, and Tyler Bremner. Out of 25, starting off with some kid named Paul Skeenis. Paul Skeens, alumni. 20 out of 25, nice two-color patch and auto of Paul Skeens. Tyler Bremner. That's out of 50, might be. Gavin Feen. No, oh my god, I'm tripping. Feen and Weiss are just regular schmegular Goldings. My apologies. Dominic Fogelli. There we go, back at it. Eli Willits. AJ Gracia. Eli Willits, he had a great second case. Slater DeBruyne. Ethan Holiday. Ethan Bingaman. And nice Devin Taylor. Our lone gold patch auto. 7 out of 10 of Daniel Cuvée. Nice one there. 2 laundry tags. 5 out of 6 Gavin Grahovic. And 1 out of 4 Kevin Roberts Jr. A couple nice laundry tag patch autos. Our 2 kabooms. Hell of a break for Jamie Arnold. Nice one there. That was our kaboom from case number 2 and our kaboom from case number 1. Tyler Bremner. The righty, the lefty. 2 great breaks for 2 great young pitchers. And 2 one-of-ones. Starting off with the base. Nice black of Dylan Tucci. Black Thunder. Sick looking card. And speaking of sick looking cards, How about from the company who made this damn product? On the Panini patch auto, Justin LeBron. Super cool patch there. Congrats to the LeBron spot. Congrats to everybody who did hit. Thank you again, y'all. Rocking with us on this. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you for some more breaks on Friday.